Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today we'll go from fullbacks, Kerkez, Robertson, but also strikers, Darwin Núñez, what happens with Rodrygo, and more on Nico Williams. To explain the situation, let's jump into it. Today. And so guys, big hours on the transfer market, many things always happening, and so today let's start with all the latest. First of all, here we go, Fer López to Wolves, 25 million euros for this top talent from Celta Vigo. Remember the name, because Fer López is a big talent. Many clubs were interested, but Wolves offered the player the possibility to play, to be the replacement for Mateus Cunha, and so Fer López goes to Wolves, 25 million euros from Celta Vigo, medical on Wednesday, so in the next 24 hours. Also here we go for Real Madrid, but for a player confirmed who is extending his contract, and is Brahim Díaz. Agreement done for Brahim to sign a new deal at Real Madrid. It's all agreed, despite some approaches he had from England, because there were Premier League clubs interested in signing Brahim Díaz this summer, also because of many players up front for Real Madrid, but the player decided to stay and commit his future to Real Madrid. The club very happy with Brahim, and so the Moroccan player is staying at the club and signing a new contract. The next one at Real Madrid, remember a story from 10 days ago, is gonna be Thibaut Courtois, who will sign new contract at the club. And so Brahim and Courtois. Many movements also around Europe, but let me restart with Real Madrid after many questions on Rodrygo situation. Guys, on Rodrygo, what I'm hearing is that the appreciation from Arsenal is absolutely confirmed, but it's not something new. We know since a long time how Arsenal like and appreciate Rodrygo, how Arsenal will add not just an important striker, but also an important winger in this summer transfer window. But on Rodrygo, what I can tell you is, yes, they like the player, yes, they are informed on the player, but at the moment they are not negotiating with Real Madrid, they have not approached Real Madrid, they are not negotiating with Rodrygo. So we are not even at early stages of this story. And remember one thing, the only way to sign Rodrygo is for Rodrygo to go and tell Real Madrid, I want to leave the club. And so far as I'm aware, Rodrygo didn't tell anything to Real Madrid. Rodrygo is working under Xabi Alonso. Rodrygo wants to play at his best level. This World Cup will be important for Rodrygo also to create a new connection, a new feeling with the new coach, Xabi Alonso. So Rodrygo is fully focused on Real Madrid. Then, if later in the window Rodrygo will decide to leave, in that case Real Madrid will consider the proposals. But at the moment we are not at the stage, there are no conversations, no negotiations, and Rodrygo is fully focused on Real Madrid. Of course, Arsenal are following the situation, are monitoring the player. They would love to add a player like Rodrygo, but at the moment the situation is not something really concrete, is not something advancing at this stage. What's advancing, guys, and I keep receiving many questions on that, is the Liverpool situation. But let me tell you, I think it's 2 months I'm telling you this, Kerkez will be a Liverpool player, don't doubt. No need for updates, no need for new stories, no need for anything. Kerkez will play for Liverpool. What's the point here? There are some technical things to resolve. This is why it's not yet, here we go, it's not yet medical, it's not yet signed, because there are some technical things to resolve, but these things will get resolved. It's not a big issue, it's not a problem, just technical steps to make, and then Kerkez will be, here we go for Liverpool, will be a new Liverpool player, will sign his contract. The player is not considering any other proposal, any other approach, he only wants to go to Liverpool. Richard Hughes, Liverpool director, is the director who was at Bournemouth and signed Kerkez from AZ Alkmaar, so for sure they want to go for the player, they will go for the player, and they will sign the player. Don't doubt about that. Remember that Wirtz is coming, so just be patient, Liverpool fans, and all of this will happen. What will happen in the next days is also to decide the future of Andy Robertson, who is the desired target left back for Atletico Madrid, but the player wants to take his time. The player is gonna think about his future. There is interest from Atletico, but at the moment still nothing done or completed. Lucas Digne, another strong candidate for left back position at Atletico Madrid, and so we will be following this situation also to see what Robertson will decide, what Atletico will decide, what Liverpool will decide in terms of transfer fee and more for this story. I wanted to add something more also on Darwin Núñez, guys, because I already told you, I think it was February, when I told you, okay, Darwin didn't leave to go to Saudi in January, but Darwin will leave Liverpool in the summer transfer window, and I maintain my position. Darwin will leave, Darwin will go, that's the expectation. There are calls from Saudi Arabia, there are European clubs also interested. Napoli are making some progress. At the moment, it's still not an advanced deal as of today, as of Tuesday, but more contacts will take place. So Napoli spoke to the agent of the player. Napoli had new conversations also in the last 24-48 hours. But in the next days, we will understand more on this deal, what Darwin decides to do, if Darwin wants to move to Italy or he prefers big money from Saudi, the conditions of the deal from Liverpool, so it's still early stages of the story. But Napoli are interested, Napoli will add at least one important striker this summer, and so Darwin Núñez is for sure on their list. And then let's see what happens with the Saudi clubs and more European clubs, because again, Darwin is leaving Liverpool, and so let's see what's gonna happen in terms of movements there. And then guys, we have to dedicate some time to Nico Williams. Because since last Friday, meeting with the agent, we've been telling you how the player is keen on a move to Barcelona. He wants to go to Barcelona, he's ready to go to Barcelona. But now, in the last 24 hours, the update is that Barcelona have decided to go for Nico Williams. Why try? Because it's quite easy to say, okay, Barca are going for Nico. Yes, Barca want to go for Nico. Barca really appreciate the effort of the player. Barca like the message coming from the player and his agent after the meeting on Friday. But what's needed now is for Barca to understand if on the technical, financial point of view, they can make it happen. What does it mean? The release clause is there, yes, but the release clause is 58 million euros in one payment. And what Barcelona want to do is to meet again the agent of the player to try understand if there is a solution with Athletic Bilbao to try pay the clause in a different way. So, on the financial fair play point of view, on the technical payment of the release clause point of view, whether Barca can make it happen or not, this is going to be crucial to understand if this deal is going to happen or not. But Barca have now activated the operation Nico Williams. And that's for sure a big update compared to a few weeks ago when this deal was not moving. Remember that Bayern are still there. Bayern are still waiting to see what happens with Nico Williams. Bayern are ready to make an effort. They had 2 meetings with the agents, but now Bayern have been told by Nico Williams, my priority is Barcelona. I want to go to Barcelona. So, if Nico will be able to go to Barca in terms of payment of the clause, financial fair play and all the rest, Nico will go to Barca. Otherwise, Bayern are still there, still waiting to see what happens with Nico Williams. And then we will see. But Barca are the clear favorites. Barca have the ball in their court. Barca have the possibility to make this deal happen. Now we have to see if they can really advance and get it done. Don't forget also Arsenal, because Arsenal like the player. Mikel Arteta, since already last summer, is a big fan of the player. One of the highest positions in the list for Arsenal as winger is Rodrygo, but Arsenal in this moment believe that the player is moving to Barcelona, and Arsenal also believe that financially, in terms of salary, this could be a difficult deal. This is why Nico Williams remains with his clear mind. He wants to go to Barca. Let's see what's going to happen. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories from Nico Williams. What's your expectation of this? And then Kerkez, Andy Robertson, Darwin Núñez, but also Brahim, Díaz, and much more. I wait for your opinion, guys, here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio.